I was raised in a Christian home. Obviously, pastor's kid, grew up in Freedom Valley, so I always took my faith very seriously and knew exactly what I wanted out of a relationship. There was never a question in my mind of whether sex was going to come before marriage. It was always the way God intended it. That's what I planned to do.
My parents always instilled into me godly values and what the Word of God said about relationships and life in general. And so it was never an option to have sex before marriage.
My parents made it known that they waited until marriage. Growing up, they always told us they never drank, they never smoked, they never had sex before marriage. They set a very clear example. That was something that was always in the back of my mind, like they did it, why shouldn't I be able to?
I didn't want to regret giving that piece of myself away early because I wanted to give my whole self to the person that I want to be with for the rest of my life. Candace was always around my house. She was one of my sister's best friends, and so she was always around. We were really close, and we were very familiar with each other. And over the years, we became closer friends, and that just blossomed into a relationship.
There was never like a asking out situation or even a proposal later on. It was like very natural how
it just
progressed.
We were hanging out with one of my good friends. They were having like a Halloween party or some kind of get together, and all my friends were there, and we were all hanging out, and we were looking out at the stars, and I held her hand, and it's kind of where it started.
We dated in groups a lot, so it wasn't like we had tons and tons of alone time or anything like that.
That was a good way. That's a good way for any relationship to stay accountable, is being in a place where you, even if you're not with an accountability partner, you're with people that, you can't have sex in a public place.
Or around groups of people.
Yeah, it's just the best way to naturally keep yourself accountable. It doesn't mean temptation wasn't there and the devil's always there whispering in your ear, but greater is he that's in me than he's in the world. I relied on God, and he gave me the strength and the ability to do it.
I think that decision to stay sexually pure before marriage has a big impact on our relationship because we didn't break that promise even to each other back then, so why would we break it now? Like, the trust level is so deep and strong that there's just never a question in our minds of whether our partner is doing something they shouldn't be.
I can trust her no matter what situation she's in. I know that she's mine, and there's no question about that. The opposite way, either I've toured and I've been gone for months at a time, and I know that she trusts me to be out there whenever there's all kinds of temptation.
We're definitely looking forward to modeling that for our kids and being very open and honest with them about how we handle things and that it's possible they can do it too.